What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at another one from Weldwerks. I've reviewed a couple of their beers in the past already, and I've had pretty good experiences with them. And I don't remember, I think I've had some of their other Fruity Berliner Weisses. I think. Yeah, I think I may have like one or two. But this one caught my attention because I'm a really big Cheesecake fan, so when I heard about this one, this definitely got my attention because today we're going to be looking at their raspberry cheesecake Fruity Berliner Weiss they got today. So, I heard from Ruff McGruff that his got kind of messed up during transit, which kind of sucks. So, hopefully I can share my experience and maybe, who knows, it may have burst on you for the right reasons, just because who knows if it's going to be good or not. I've had some other Fruity Berliner Weiss in the past where they're a lot lighter, they're not as like smoothie and like kind of like thick and heavy like some of the other stuff I've had before. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this brings to the table. If you don't know who Weldwerks is, they're out of Greeley, Colorado, or you can find them in Colorado Springs. But they're a pretty heavily available brewery within the Colorado area. I know they've probably been distributed throughout all around there, probably West Coast a little bit too. But yeah, it's 4.5%, so yeah, it's a light one, which is okay. I don't think I've ever seen Weldwerks come out with one that is like a higher ABV. I think a lot of the Fruity Berliner Weisses they've come out with have been in that lower tier ABV range, which is okay. It's a nice sessionable drinker. But without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what this thing's all about, because I'm excited. So, let's see what we got on the smell with this one. Yep, getting a lot of raspberry, that's for damn sure. Getting like kind of like a little bit of like a graham cracker pie crust kind of note. I can definitely tell that the raspberry is going to be nice and tart in this one just because I can already feel it on the nose. Yeah, it smells like it's going to be pretty damn delicious. If they make this go right, then it's going to be a great, easy drinker. So, without further ado, I'll be drinking out of my deciduous brewing company. Little sour glass, I like to call it. But, yeah, let's see how this guy pours. Let's see, relatively clear for the most part. Not really any like heavy kind of like notes to it. Looks like it's gonna be pretty effervescent. Not gonna really be like a smoothie kind of style, which is okay, but it's definitely has that nice kind of reddish, rosy kind of color to it. Yeah, still has a lot of that like really tart raspberry on the nose. Going with like maybe like a little bit of like a cinnamon graham crackery kind of note there as well. But yeah, smells pretty damn delicious. So without further ado, let's give this guy a shot. So cheers, everybody. Okay. This is definitely actually caught me more than by a surprise than anything. So the tart raspberry is very like comes in very quick at the beginning, and then it kind of gets washed away with like that kind of cream cheese kind of cheesecake kind of flavor. There's a slight vanilla note in there, and then you kind of get that cinnamon graham crackery kind of note at the end. It's not too sour at all, but overall very refreshing. Yeah, what I tend to notice when it comes to like a lower percentage on an ABV for a Fruity Berliner Weiss, it's that all those flavors are there, but all like those cohesive notes kind of seem like they're a little bit watered down. I don't know why. I've had a few of them from Weldwerks where their Fruity Berliner Weisses have kind of had like the flavors are good, but there's also that kind of feeling that they're like a watered down flavor. I feel like the flavors could have been more explosive, more in your face than anything, but it seems like if you made a Fruity Berliner Weiss, like a thick smoothie one, and filtered it, this is what it would taste like. Like, I wanted more of it, but the flavor is still good. I know, I guess I'm so used to having a Fruity Berliner Weiss when it comes to, like, a dessert kind of style that's just so explosive, so thick in the mouthfeel. When this one is more effervescent, really has no kind of heaviness on a mouthfeel at all to it. It's definitely more of like a bubbly, thinner kind of situation. Definitely there's no lacing on the side of the glass just because it's such a low ABV. But overall, yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's definitely on the lighter side. Definitely on the lighter side. So let's take a look at the description of this one, because obviously you can probably already guess what it's going to be. This one's brewed with massive amounts of raspberry puree, a bunch of cheesecake, and a touch of milk sugar. This delectable treat is the perfect end to, well, anything really. Which I think is a nice little touch to a description. But yeah, I'm looking at it on tap right here. Like I said, it's a 4.5%, so pretty low on the ABV. And with over 1,884 ratings, this one has an average rating of 4.1 out of 5. Which I'm actually pretty surprised on this one. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has like the same opinion I do when you have like a lower ABV fruited blender, that if you're so used to drinking like the smoothie or the thickier kind of stuff, to where you have one this light, and it sometimes for me the flavor seems kind of muted. It's not, I don't want to say it's watered down completely, but it's like it's a mix between like flavors kind of toned back a little bit / watered down. But overall, the flavor is pretty decent on this one, not gonna lie. So I'm enjoying it. Definitely enjoying it. So let's see what other people have to say about this one. So this guy gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Let's see. This guy gave it a 3.75 out of 5. Purchased off Tavor. Let's see. 4.5, 3.7. Let's see. 4.5, 4.5. Gave it a 2.5. Purchased at Caps and Taps, which where is that? Okay, that's a beer store / beer garden in California. It looks like. Okay, so you can find some of the Weldwerks' stuff over in California as well. This guy purchased it at the Rooftop Tavern. Gave it a 4.25, which is in Morrison, Colorado. So yeah, they're all over the place. So knowing that you can get their stuff in California now is really nice. But okay, that's a different. So it looks like they had a different style of can art with this one besides mine. So that's kind of nice that they had 2 different versions of a can art. So yeah, it depends on which one you got. But mine definitely has like more of that like full-on raspberry can art. The one I'm looking at right here just is like the pink and like the dark rosy red, along with just like one raspberry and then like the cheesecake kind of look. So oh well, nothing really too crazy about this one. But yeah, let's start breaking things down and what my thoughts are going to be on this one. But let's pour the rest of this in. Well, it's got a little bit left in the can. Let's take another sip. Yeah, it's definitely an easy drinker. Not really too tart at all. For tartness, I definitely give it around maybe like a 2 out of 5 for me. Nothing really too crazy. Nothing that I can't handle. So I really don't have to worry about crazy tartness with this one. But let's start breaking things down. So can art. Obviously, like I said before, I have the one where it's like a lot of raspberries on the can. I really like the kind of vibrant colors on it, having like the different shades going from like white to pink to having that like dark rosy kind of red in there. So definitely a bunch of shades of red. Obviously, you have that token like Weldwerks kind of label on the bottom, which is like on a lot of the stuff that I've gotten from Weldwerks has had this one part where it shows looks like a barrel with like a whistle on it, kind of like signifying a train. But yeah, really simple. Nothing really too out of the ordinary with this one. So yeah, I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 5 for can art. Not bad at all. Definitely has some nice colors to it. But let's see. If I got this beer and a flight at Weldwerks, would I get another one? To be honest, probably not. I mean, the flavors are good, don't get me wrong. But like I said before, it seems kind of muted. It seems kind of watered down to me. I want more of like an explosive kind of thicker, heavier kind of fruited blender Weiss, and not like a thinner kind of having those flavors there. But I wish there would have been more of that flavor, if you know what I mean. But overall, it's not bad. Not bad at all. So I probably wouldn't get another one. I'd probably, if I had an IPA, if I had a flight with them, I'd probably get another glass of that before I'd get one with this one. Let's see. What is my final rating on this one going to be? I'd probably give this I'd probably give this a solid 6.5 out of 5. It's not bad. I definitely wouldn't be my go-to fruit with Berliner Weiss, to be honest. The flavors are good, but it has that thing that Weldwerks does when it comes to their lower ABV kind of fruited Berliner Weiss, is it tastes watered down. It tastes muted, which is a little bit upsetting, but who knows? Maybe they might not all be like that, and that's why I just got to keep trying them, because I'm interested and see if maybe there'll be one eventually that changes my mind. But if you want to find out for yourself, try to find it around probably the Greeley, Colorado area. You could probably find them at liquor stores or bottle shops in that area, or maybe in California. You just kind of got to go on Weldwerks' website, and you can say the beer finder thing. They have a beer finder thing on there, so you can always find the beer through that. Or you can just kind of keep an eye out on this beer through Untappd and see where people are checking it in, or where the purchase location is. That's always a big recommendation when it comes to trying to see if I can get a beer, is if there's any locations near me to where they've purchased it. I'm going to give that a nice mental note. But overall, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. But let's see. Did I miss anything? Let's see. Can art. Yeah, I think we covered everything. I think that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you, everybody in chat, for hanging out. You guys are amazing. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Also, if you're new to the channel, like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. We'll let you know whenever I go live doing another review. And if you want to see more of a social media aspect of all us beer drinkers over here on YouTube, you can go on to Untappd. My link to my profile is down in the description below. Create an account. Shoot me a friend request. You can see people like me, Ian, Kentucky, Duchess, a bunch of other people on there that are avid beer drinkers and avid craft beer drinkers who like checking things in and kind of just shooting this shit on Untappd every once in a while. But it's a fun little place. And if you're looking for a nice kind of like a beer delivery service / beer subscription service that you might be able to find some more Weldwerks on there if you can't find them near you, always got to recommend Tavor. It's a beer delivery service, beer subscription service that they have over 7,000 different beers to choose from. They update their list daily, and they don't ship to everywhere in the country, since states have different laws when it comes to shipping alcohol through the mail and all that stuff. A lot of them have to use like small carrier services, but they're working on widening the horizons. I know you can get it in the Chicagoland area. I know you can get it places like Dallas. I know the DC area you can do it too. So you just kind of download the app, put your zip code in. They'll let you know right away if you can order stuff from them. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. So again, thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are amazing. And I'm going to say it like I always say before we get the hell out of here. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And I'll see you all next time. Cheers.